would say was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay.
Hey guys, welcome to Vlogmas Day 6. I'm just leaving home. I came home for lunch. I have quite a few minutes left in lunch, so I'm just gonna drive around for a while because I have 35 minutes at lunch and I only take like 5 minutes when I come to my house for lunch. My car, my Oldsmobile Bolero 2002, my white car, it broke down because it needs a fuel pump, which my dad was like, okay, it's cool, you can just drive the Aspen until we get that figured out. Hopefully today to get it repaired, to get everything going with. I was driving home from my grandma's like 2 weeks ago because I went up there for dinner because during the winter my dad works 2 jobs and he always has even when my mom was alive. I was driving home from my grandma's because I went up there for dinner. My grandma lives in Porterville, so it's just a few miles away from here. And I was driving home and I got like right to like looking down on State Street from Highway 66. My car completely shut off, so I had to use the inertia that I had from the hill to get to the side of the road, and my dad doesn't have service where he works at the mink farm. So I couldn't call him, so I called my grandma, the grandma whose house I had just left 5 minutes earlier. And I was like, my car died. He came down and he helped me. He took me to the gas station, we got a gas can and we filled it up with gas because I was like this close to empty. And he thought the gas was the issue. And I came back, it still wouldn't start. Finally got it to start and I made it home. So I had to go to school and I went out because I expected it to start because it ran when I drove home that night. 2 times, wouldn't start, went back inside, called my dad. I was like, yo, my car won't start, like what do I do? So like, he was like, oh, well, you have to go to school, like you can't be missing school. And I was like, yeah, I know, but what do I do? Like I don't have a ride, Grandma Hall's not awake. So my dad was like, I'll call Grandpa Lee and see if he can come get you on his way to work. My car is still in my driveway. Yeah, so that's basically why I'm driving this bus. I don't know, I kind of just like, I mean, now I'm used to it because this is technically the car I learned how to drive in. I drove in our minivan for like the first two months of having my permit, and then we got this car because we got this car like, I don't know, I think it was before I went on trek. Yeah, it was before I went on trek, so that was in like early June of 2015. So yeah, that's basically, this is the car I practically learned how to drive in because I only drove in our minivan a few times up at our cabin because I learned how to drive up at our cabin. Where my hands are on the wheel, I just have them down lower. I just don't want my vlogs to be super short like they have been. I don't know, I feel like there's no point in uploading them if they're so short. Like, I feel like you guys don't get a lot of content for Vlogmas if I don't vlog like a ton, because normally I film like 10 minutes a day, but I only use like 4 minutes of the footage because a lot of the footage I'm either not satisfied with. Yeah, that's why my vlogs have been so short. I'm going to try to make this one a little bit longer, so hopefully that will work out. My next class period is debate. I slept through my alarm and I hate myself for it. Accounting and what's it called? English. I love English. Which is saying something because I've never been a huge English person. I've always loved like history and all those classes. Like, I love US history. I've always loved US history. Like, I remember like when I was in like like 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, I had an awesome history teacher. She was amazing. And that's what kind of like sparked my interest for history, I guess. And then I've always just loved US history. And then in high school I have an amazing teacher in history. He's incredible and he makes the class enjoyable, so that's awesome. Hi, so I've been home for a while. I don't even know what time it is. It's like 4 something. And I just did my makeup because I was bored. My lips is like my all-time favorite lip color. This is Blankety by MAC. I'm still in what I wore to school. So yeah, I'm going to my grandma's for dinner tonight. Just wanted to give you guys a little update on my day because I didn't really talk about what I did after the other clips. When I went back to school, obviously I had debate and then band, but Mr. McLean wasn't there, so we just kind of sat around and did nothing because we're rebels. And then in 6th hour I have science and we got to destroy stuff. Ooh, that highlight. And then I came home and I chilled out for a little bit. Then I went to, well, my dad left for the mink farm, and then I went to my grandma's house for dinner and she gave me those boots that you guys saw in the last clip. And yeah, so that was basically my day, and now I'm gonna do what I need to do and go to bed. So love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.